In a desperate fight to protect humanity, the old man went toe-to-toe with the Chimera Ant King, refusing to give up even after losing a leg. Netero had actually gained the upper hand in battle with his 100-type Guanyin, but the Ant King's pressure was crushing. Every single attack had to be perfect, one slip-up and the king would capitalize and end the fight. The king's insane durability meant he could take hit after hit, while Netero couldn't afford even one mistake. His hundreds, maybe thousands of strikes had finally made the king feel pain, but then disaster struck. Netero's attack went slightly off target. The king seized his chance and sliced clean through Netero's leg. Thinking he'd won, the king demanded Netero reveal his name. But even then, the old man wasn't backing down. He rapidly slapped his thigh, contracting the muscles to stop the bleeding as best he could. The king was genuinely shocked. Losing a leg hadn't dampened Netero's fighting spirit one bit. This was an opponent worthy of respect. From his earlier games with Kamugi, the king had developed an almost precognitive ability, so Netero's attacks were becoming predictable. Next, he went for an arm. The king launched his assault while Netero, ready to sacrifice everything, countered with another 100-type Guanyin. Their clash sent sparks flying everywhere, but when Netero's technique faltered again, the king found his opening and severed the arm as planned. Sitting on the ground, the king assumed that losing an arm would cripple Netero's ability to fight, but Netero just laughed at him mockingly. Even with one arm gone, he could still use 100-type Guanyin. Suddenly, a massive Buddha statue materialized behind the king. This was Netero's ultimate technique, 100-type Guanyin zero palm. Whether the opponent wanted it or not, the Buddha would gently embrace its target. Netero gathered every ounce of his remaining strength and fired it from the Buddha's mouth, a move called Merciless Roar, containing every technique he'd ever mastered in his lifetime. The blinding light that struck the Ant King packed more punch than a nuclear weapon, obliterating everything in the area. When the smoke cleared, Netero's body was withered and shaking uncontrollably, signs that his life was nearly over. But when he looked up, there stood the Ant King, completely unharmed.